We are back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rookzer0 Drawcast, the D&D Drawcast. I don't know. We still haven't named this, and we're like 150 episodes in, so that's a little weird. But yeah, hey, we're drawing today. It is October 22nd. I'm Rook0. I'm in the Discord. I did not set up an Aggie today. I should set up an Aggie. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can. I should probably do that. All right. We're okay. Today was Thursday. It is. What is it? What is it? I can't remember what we're calling it now. Tuesday is random day. Thursday is also random day. But Tuesday ended up being commission day, and so does Thursday this week. So we'll see how that does. We're gonna draw these legs. That's where we're getting stuck. We're stuck drawing legs today. So let's get that going. Boop. Oh, I still have Twitch open. That's strange. Get out of here, Twitch. Let's get some typey going. Let's do that. Let's move this back over here. All right, here we go. We're going to draw some legs. Yeah, it's been a few. It's been a few times. I think this looked good. I think these are good legs. I think this is fine. Is it though? That looks a little funny to me. This is how it always goes. Because, like, really, this should be the rib cage. I mean, this is the rib cage. This is what the rib cage looks like. I think they're a little big. I think they're a little bit big. So we're going to grab that. We're just going to... It does got a thick booty. I think we're going to make him a little more lithe. Probably put it right there. Shoulders are pretty wide, so we want to get that matched up. How does that look? Is that better? I think my problem is this. I think this is the thing that's screwing me up. Because it's too close. Like, it's not rotated enough. Oh, and I'm still on the red layer. I think that might be what's going on, is I don't have enough hip curvature. And so I keep pushing the legs too far forward. And then this curve here is making this leg come out. So I think if I can reiterate this hip posture to there, I'm gonna have to redraw that thumb, but that's okay. I think that will do it. I think that will fix my issues. Sinister Chess, welcome to the chat. It is Thursday. We should probably be doing something game related. We don't have a catchy title yet, though, so we'll have to figure that out. Yep, and then see now if I've done that, this, which I really like this, also needs to come out to about here. That looks much better. Much better. Except now I gotta erase everything I've done. Start over from scratch. There we go. Oh, so I was thinking maybe we play some Final Fantasy later today. Yeah, a little bit of Final Fantasy. I do not want that red on my line layer, please. There we go. That's probably my plan. I think we'll do this for a few hours. We can switch over to some Final Fantasy 14, some FFFF, some triple F. That doesn't sound right. I guess we could play some Among Us too. Thursdays are always super chill. Never know what's up with that. Thursdays and Fridays. I guess Fridays get chaotic sometimes. Yeah, that's fair. Is there a new Critical Role tonight? Uh-oh. I'm behind again. I go through binges of it where I just I'll catch up and then I'll be like, I'm gonna wait a few episodes. And then I'll catch up in a weekend. I think that looks much better already. Mom spaghetti. I can't not say that. Like I feel like it just is what it is. I am in the Discord chat today. If people want to come hang out, you're very welcome to. People are talking in the general chat. What's going on? What's going on over here? Ah, yes. Since you just showed up. People being friendly, saying hello and welcome, which is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I think I'm basically done with this red. I'm going to kick it down a little bit. I still don't know what to do with these legs. Like, I got the shape. I'm fine with the shape now. I just got to figure out what, if I'm doing pants. If I'm doing, like, I don't know what to do. Black leathers. Dark leathers, I guess. What is my prompt for armor? Is the inside ankle or the outside ankle higher? I think the inside ankle is higher. Okay, thank you. That foot would probably be a little farther out. Probably get something like that. Welcome, welcome. I think we're gonna do just like straight cut pants. Look at a wrinkle here. Just like straight up leathers. Why not? We'd get some chap action going on here. Do like a cross cut here, just for some detail, and then we'll do wraps and boots. Because wraps and boots are a thing that I like. Let's see how this do. Ooh, that's interesting. It's not as intended. It's a half orc. Something. A half orc? Oh boy. That was loud. I exist. Welcome, Paul. And you're early. Is the stream going? I hope the stream's going. Okay, good. Every time people are like, I'm early or I'm late or I missed it. It's like, no, you didn't. Let's see how that looks. How's that look? That's not bad. That's not bad. The staff got a little weird on me, but we can fix that. I also think this hand is a little too chunky. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat a little bit because why not? Let's do it. Let's do some shenanigans. I'm gonna kick this down to like 36%, and I'm gonna redraw this hand. I'm gonna redraw this hand from like right here. You are happy or you aren't happy with what you drew? Ah, half happy. Okay. It's closer. Let's keep working on it. As long as you're somewhat happy with what you're drawing, it means you're in a good direction. Should come on soon. That's true, yeah. Putting the effort forward is sometimes a lot more than others can do. I say as the person that has yet to finish their video for 3 weeks. I have a lot of stuff going on, but like that's life. Life is stuff going on. You gotta work through it, and I'm not. That's bumming me out. Life is a series of compromises. That was oh man, that's a deep pull. That was a King of the Hill reference. That is one of the funniest episodes I think I can think of King of the Hill. It's super weird and creepy, and I love it. I wonder if I can find that reference. Hold on, I gotta look it up. If not, this needs to become a GIF, and that's gonna be the thing. And out of context, it's amazing. Oh my god, so good. I'm gonna post this here, and I'm not gonna tell you guys anything about it, so you're welcome. Enjoy that. That is not how hands work. That's not how hands work at all. I also don't know if I made this hand too big. I think they're the same size, and it is an orc hand that I'm drawing, so I think this big is okay. But really what it is should be. What? Earlier for my week time schedule. Got it, Paul. What were you saying there? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Meet the drummer by the sea behind his wall. Drummer by the sea behind his wall. Is he like, is he a drummer hiding in the walls? Like, so people don't see him? Nice. John is not, I don't know if John's in the chat or not, but he just posted something, and like I had that exact same thing. That's great. No, not nothing. It's in the other chat. So not appropriate YouTube talk, but still good. Still good. I wanna talk about it later. Okay, so this is my hand. I need to get this hand sketched correctly. I think, right? Because that's that. The thumb actually goes to the first finger. So yeah, that should be right there. I'm missing a knuckle. I had it right the first time. I just need to make it thinner. Kind of like that. But yeah, no, I do have some good excuses to not work for a little while, and I'm not gonna take them. I might take a few days off next week. We'll find out what happens, but basically, in my attempts to get healthy, I have unhealthied myself, and now I must be corrected. Every choice is a bad one. I wouldn't agree with that, but I think I get what you're saying. Of like, one way or the other, there's always a way to kind of make it look like a bad idea, based on your perspective. That might be a little more pessimistic than I would ascribe to. I'm hoping I get healthier because of this, though. I think I will be better in a few weeks, which would be great. I'm not going to give up on yoga, but I will definitely be taking a break from yoga for a while. Done did hurt myself doing yoga. I don't know if it was yoga. My cats weigh, let's see, one of them weighs 16 pounds and the other one weighs 14 pounds. They're just big cats. I think if they weren't, excuse me, if they weren't overweight, they should both weigh about, I think they should weigh like 12 and 13 pounds respectively, because they are just big cats. But the one that weighs 14 pounds weighs 17 pounds, and the one that weighs supposed to weigh 12 pounds weighs 14 pounds. So they both need to lose a little weight. I believe it's commission half work. Yeah, it is. Are you making a gith? Oh, I've not drawn a gith in a long time. I do have a gith commission I did a long time ago that I'm pretty happy with. Maybe I'll share that one of these days. Okay. It's a little hard for me to look at that, but I can check it out in a second. How is this hand looking? Is that better? Maybe I just need to pull it away from the body. Oh, I see what I did. Bone, bone, wrist, wrist, hand. That doesn't look right at all. I see what I've done. This is the underside of the arm, and I have the hand the other direction, so I've actually twisted the arm about 60 degrees beyond what it would be able to do, and that's why it looks funny. So, yeah, the arm is super broken right now, so let's fix that. I like the arm. I'm less like the hand. So I think... no, it's not. I don't think it's a pirate. It could be a pirate, I guess. So, because this is the underside of the arm, so we're going to have the tendons here. Your prerogative to believe so. I hope it's not a pirate. Maybe I want to twist that elbow in. Is that what I want to do? Do I want to kick the arm out? Because his arm's straight down. His bicep shouldn't be there is the problem. Because I have his whole arm twisted out. Ooh, that's crazy. It's fun to know things about anatomy. And that makes you a better artist, I think. But then when you do it wrong, it just looks funny. Like, we're just going to cut this hole off. I'm going to go like this. I really like that arm, too. It's not bad. Everything about this line is fine. But, you know, that's okay. That's how art do. That is how art do. Oh, what have I done? You're a bit evident. You talk about this a lot, about hesitating to do the one shot and the campaign, but like I keep telling you, it's just like find a module, find a game shop, find some people on Discord. Just, you know, don't worry about it. You can really get away with a lot of nothing and play a good D&D campaign. Yeah. I think the other thing I see, right, and that's where I'm getting to is like, you don't have to make every stat block. Like, just that's what the books are for. That's what the SRD is for. You can go on to like D&D Beyond and just look up all the homebrew that people have made and just use that stuff. There's lots of references out there, and so the investment you have to put in to be a DM can be very minimal because you just literally have to like goblin stats something will pop up. And a lot of the stuff can be gifts are kind of, sorry, hold on a second, let me read this what Paul says. Gifts are kind of just half orcs with magical problems in their heads. psychic orcs, I like it. Yeah. So if you want to try to DM a game, like you can get away by really very little investment, very little time. I think that kind of falls into the Matt Mercer effect. Everybody expects like, oh, I have to build these huge campaigns that are multifaceted, and like if that's something you want to aspire to do, like that's great. Like, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to start that way, especially if you don't have a dedicated party. Like, if you don't know who's going to be there next time, write a world campaign. Like, what's going to happen? Let's say there's a tavern and 15 goblins are going to attack it. Anybody could get thrown into that situation, right? You don't have to make the world super elaborate to test the waters with the characters. And then once you have characters defined that want to keep playing with you, then you can start building like a huge world based on what their ambitions are, right? Yeah. So that's my 2 cents for campaigns. So it's just, yeah, it's not something to worry about. I think you can do a lot with a little, and yeah. We have I talked about this a little bit last time we streamed, with kind of freshman students of design. Every time they start a presentation, they start with, I ran out of time, or I didn't have enough time, and it's not as good as I wanted it to be. And it's always like that self-deprecation of just like, oh, it sucks, I'm sorry. And it's like, don't be sorry. Instead of telling me what you didn't have time to do, or like try to come up with an excuse about why it's not better, tell me what you did that you liked. Tell me what you did that is like really, really good. And I think that's a better way to think about D&D as well. So when people are trying to, and this isn't directed at you, Asmodeus, this is very much just for all dungeon masters. Like, sit down, what's the cool thing you want to do for your group or for your party or for your campaign? And sometimes that literally is just making a character like you're doing. It's like, I have these really cool monsters I want to bring in, or I have this really cool hook that I think people will enjoy, or I have a really cool NPC that I think is a great character that I want to share with people. But if you always start with, oh, this is going to be too much work, oh, this is going to be too much time, I didn't have enough time to set everything up, it's like, it's not, everyone's going to be like, oh, so this wasn't great, cool. Like, you don't want to start with that negative. You really want to jump in with hey, let's have fun, let's get going, this is going to be great. So just things to think about as you're working on campaigns. Yeah. Druid, what am I doing wrong here? Something just doesn't feel right about this. That's a little better. Maybe I should just hide it. Oh, wait. Is that what's going on? Maybe I know what's going on. Gall darn it. This shoulder is the same angle as this shoulder, which makes it look like he's straight on, but he's very, very, very curved. So really this shoulder should be like this. Yeah, did I just do the exact same thing? No, that's a little better. That's a little better. I bet I just did the exact same thing. Let's take a look. No, I did. I fixed it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I hate that when I try to fix something and then I'm like, that looks right, but wasn't it just like that? Like, it still looks way wrong. And then even if I wanted to do that, that's fine. And then his biceps go like this, That's not a bicep. And then I think we can probably just do shoulder to the bicep to the arm. And then I can get the claw. Because everybody loves the claw. Dynamic finger pose. Nice. I have been chosen. Oh, that is not how hand work. Sorry, Sierra. You were finishing the meme and I cut you off. I'm so sorry. Art more important than memes. I'm fine with. I can support that. I'll fight for art. Yeah, we're on YouTube. I'll fight for the. Oh, don't. You're gonna make me just get kicked off the internet if we keep talking like that. Our meme's not art. I remember. This is gonna sound weird. Not bad. It's just gonna sound weird. I remember, as Instagram was kind of gaining traction, there was a huge influx of shitty photography in the world, right? And it wasn't so much that like Instagram photography is bad, because it's not. There's some really cool stuff out there, especially like the way filters were being used at the time and the way they're used now. Like it's its own art form now. But when it was starting, the only thing you could compare it to was like professional traditional photography. And so all of a sudden, everyone is a photographer, and it just all sucked. It was like, this sucks. This is bad photography. What the hell is going on? And it really wasn't that, like, because of the access to it, it became, the art kind of shifted. And now it is its own thing, right? And that's like, so highly filtered, square, photography is it's its own jam now, but before it had to compete. And I feel like memes are kind of that way, because they are reassigned is not the right word. Like reallocated materials. Usually, like when memes started, people were drawing their own memes, and then it became this thing where you just steal art and make it a meme. And now it's screenshots, and it's the addition of art on top of screenshots. And so I think there are some really, really good meme artists out there. But at the same time, it's so accessible that there's a lot of really shit memes out there. And so it's one of those things. It's like is meme art? It's like, it can be. Doesn't mean all of it's good. Just like when all of a sudden Instagram was highly accessible for everybody, Instagram photography can be really good. Doesn't mean it all is. And I think it's an interesting way to look at it. Is it art? Some of it is. I guess it's all art, but only some of it's good. And it all goes down to like people's opinions. Any debate of what is or isn't art feels strange to me. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Like, that's what I want to make sure I'm getting across, that like when I say, I said it wrong, and that's why I corrected myself. But like Instagram photography is art, but art is subjective. So like whether or not it's good is completely irrelevant to whether in fact someone is creating art. And I will always be an advocate of art is time and effort, and intention. Sometimes it can be like very minimal amount of intentions, but very, very rarely do people like spill something and then like, I created art. It's like, well, you fell into art, but or you fell into something beautiful, but you didn't create it with an artist's intent. And so you're not an artist. You accidentally created something that is awesome. And that's what art is for me. Art is intent, time, and what's the other thing I said? I already screwed it up. Service, welcome. Flea market, welcome, by the way. Yeah, I think that's it. So I just lost all my viewers on YouTube. I don't know what just happened. Oh, he's talking art. Draw more stuff, funny man. Like, okay, I'll just But yeah, I once had an argument about that with one of my friends, and her argument was, I think I started with like, anything can be art, anything can be art, and she's like, oh, so people that murder people are artists, and I'm like, they can be. It's not good art that anybody likes, but in their minds, they are creating art, and that's scary. And it's like, I just rationalized homicide, and I don't like it, but. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's messed up, but like that's the thing. It's intent, and it's time. Like, if you're putting effort into something, it becomes an art form. Like, the more effort you put into something, it becomes an art form. And so that works for. Yeah, and that's true as well. Art doesn't have to please. There are I know some people at the university. I think you know who you are. If they're listening, they know who they are. And I love them to death, and the artwork they make is amazing, and I just hate it. I just hate it so much. I don't enjoy looking at it, and it's just like, oh, why did you do this? But it's so good. Like, they did such a good job with what they're doing, and they get their point across, but it is just supposed to be edgy and not make you feel good, and I don't like that. It's like, I don't want to do that. But their intent and their time is just like, damn it, I totally get where you're coming from, and really well done. I don't want to be here anymore. like it's so there's, I mean, yeah, it's art is highly subjective, and that's kind of the point, I think. I can't draw this hand. What is wrong with me? I'm talking too much theory today. Is that a better pose, or should I have it on the outside? That's too pulled up. I think we do have to do the outside arm. I think the outside version is better. So for the next few weeks, I did get I think it's gonna go through. I'm going to be working on basically like a book project. Not my book. I'm going to be doing some artwork for somebody. So I'm going to have quite a few pieces of art to work on. And as I've said in the stream before, I'm going to try to be spending a little more time than normal on my next commissions. And that's why I'm really being fiddly this time around, because I want to do that for my commissionees. So that's what I think the next few Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays are going to be. I'm going to try to do one character a week. And we'll just see how that goes. See, I don't know if that's good. Because this arm and this arm should actually be the same direction, right? Because, like, shoulder, elbow. Yeah, his elbow should be, like, right here. So if we're doing that, from this direction, it should be down, bulge out, and down. So this is wrong. This should be the muscle. Is it? Doop, doop. Yeah, it does need to be shorter. Let's get this going again. Let's do some volume shapes here. So we're gonna have that, and then if this arm should continue, we're gonna have the elbow about here. Yeah, elbow should be about here, and then we're gonna have to build up. Does that look right? Maybe a little farther out. And then do I want to cross it? I think I do want it crossed down instead of up. No, that looks weird. That looks weird. Where's my Handy app? I have a nice little app on the Google Play Store called Handy. I think it's called Handy. Let me look it up. If not, that's going to sound really weird. It is. It's called Handy. Who sent me to this? An amazing YouTube artist sent me to this. And it's just a collection of I have no way of sharing this with anybody. It's 3D hands and like different body parts that you can pose and play with. So I think I want this one, and then we'll rotate it around until it's somewhere. And this good little reference play. I could take pictures of myself, but then I gotta get up and I gotta take pictures, and nobody wants that. I think you can actually pose them too, but I haven't played with it too much. That's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and then basically we're gonna go like this, and then that's gonna be our hand, and then this is gonna be our forearm. Nope, that's wrong. And we'll see this much of the palm. But that doesn't look right. So what doesn't look right about this? I should be able to bend with that. Let's zoom out. Maybe we're just a little too close into it. Maybe I just need a real reference of a person. Let's just look at arms. That's right, we're going to Google. We're typing in arms. Oh, that's a video game. That's not going to help me at all. Arm references. Oh, I got a bunch. Okay, we're good. See if I can find the right pose and I can see how this arm is doing. Yep, that's pretty beefy, 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 flabby. Okay, so that's about right. So we're looking at the elbow being, the elbow should be like back here. And then the arm will extend forward to the wrist here. Something like that. Let's take a look at that. And then at that point we could do the hand back up and get the curl. Because I do like me that curl. That's just too much curl though. Why doesn't this look, this just doesn't look natural to me. Elbows kicked out, elbow kicked in, make thumb on top. Okay. Rookzer0 tries to figure arms. I know do arm good. Okay, let's go back, let's try this again. Watch me struggle. Okay. So like I said, we're going to have, so our top pin, there are two bones in the arm, right? One on the left, one on the right, yeah. So the one that's on the inside of his arm, if I twist it, is actually going to be the bottom, and it's going to come up over here. So this is the arm bone that we're going to see. And this one's probably going to curl down here. We're going to have our wrist like this. The other bone's going to be here, and so then that's going to be our thumb. I'm going to do this real quick, and then we're going to have a pinky that is kind of tweaked this way, two fingers, and a finger like that. Okay, so that's our structure. And then we get our elbow. Does that look better? Ooh, that looks like a weird alien arm. I think I got to beef it up. But I think that's close. That's closer. I think I just made it bendy a little too much, so we're going to bring it up. It might actually be coming up this way. I don't know if I got that mute button in time. That was quick. Do you think... Yeah, that's good. What's up, service? Not a lot, just doing some art. Do you think I should buy those art courses? What art courses are you talking about? That's not something I can really advise for, I think, is my... I've bought some art courses in the back. What's that? Yeah, art advice with Rookzer0. Rook draws stuff and sucks at it for a little bit and then does better. That's what my art classes are called. Now, for art classes, if you are good at studying yourself, like you have a pretty good study habit and you're able to self-critique, I think courses can be very powerful. The problem with courses is that you don't get feedback from it, so you're either just copying something and then you get really good at doing that thing that you're copying, or you don't get the feedback you need and all of a sudden you've just done a tutorial and not gained anything from it. So if you want to learn straight up technique, like you just want to figure out how do they do that thing, I think art tutorials can be powerful if they're good tutorials. But otherwise, I would highly suggest doing something like joining an art group, kind of like this, and just listening to people and submitting your art, and then following like free tutorials on YouTube to try to get those techniques. Yeah. As someone who has spent thousands of dollars on art school and art classes, yep, that's where I'm at. Like, they were helpful, but also I did not learn what I thought I would learn out of it. Whoops. Yeah, like art college is not bad because it helps you learn how to learn. But then you're kind of on your own for deciding when and how you pick things up, which is why I'm a big fan of communities, art communities. A lot of the teachers that I learned stuff from, like art techniques from, weren't my teachers. They were just people that I talked to at the university. Looks like I drew a... Hold on a second. Speaking about memes. Ooh. A little Among Us booty on the hand. That's not how hands work. This should not be so smooth. It should have that, and then the thumb should come up. Up and around. Up and around. Dick butt. Just draw dick butt everywhere. Hey, everybody's got their weaknesses, right? Okay, and then too much. I don't like it. Okay, we're gonna do that, and then these two should be in the palm. Kind of like that. That just doesn't look right. That did not look right at all. We're getting closer. We're definitely getting closer, but we're just not quite there yet. That hand is way too curved, so we're going to drop it down. Just going to put this wrist over here. We're going to get one of these going. Maybe up a little bit. Da, 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 da. Yep, that just happened to me just now. How's everybody's day been going? Been going pretty good. Ace and I are apparently sneeze buddies. Wow. I just have forgotten how to draw hands, apparently. We're just going to give him a big old meat block right now. Done. We're just going to turn the commission like that. Great job, everybody. Actually, that helps. That does help right now. Okay, let's look at this. Let's everybody take a step back. Look at it. What do we think about this? Let's flip it. So bad. So bad. It's so good. I don't know. This is why I love digital art, because you can just kind of come in here and mash stuff around until it feels right. See, that's better. Yeah. The problem is, I'm looking at... Ooh, geez, don't do that. I raised the arms on my chair and almost knocked my whole desk over. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. I hope my fallibility of drawing hands makes people feel better about themselves. That's what I hope everybody gets out of this. Okay, let's go back to the voice channel chat. That'll do it. There we go. Dank memes. What was the... Oh, man, what is up with this? There's just something I'm not liking. Something I'm not liking about it. Maybe it's this? Is this what's going on? Let's do some of this. Yeah, I do love digital art because of this. The ability to do what I'm doing, which is just kind of like constant iteration. Constant iteration. I might just go super light and just feel this arm out. I think I'm just trying to draw too much of it. See, that's not bad. See how that goes. Maybe we can get the hair flowing a little more. What microphone are you using? Huh. Do you have a fan? Is your dog just like whispering sweet nothings in your ears? You might just need to switch your Discord. It might just have a little bit of feedback naturally, and Discord's picking that up because your pickup is too sensitive. That's something you can adjust in Discord's options. Clickety clack click. You know, I like mechanical keyboards, and I've kind of drowned out when people are typing. Like, I do hear people typing through their mics all the time, and I just it's fine. Like it's like a normal thing for me now, and I don't really think about it until people bring it up. Oh yeah. When one of my coworkers got a mechanical keyboard, and for our office, and when he first started using it, I was just like, really, you're gonna make that noise all day? But then like after not having that for a long time, and then working with someone that had like an old gel keyboard where it's just like, it's just like people typing is just annoying. Like, regardless of what. So. Is that looking better? I think that's looking better. Well, does it look bad? I guess is the question. I think that looks good. I think we're getting somewhere good. I think, unfortunately, I'm not getting the claw as much as I was. But I think maybe I just kind of screwed the pooch on the... I could switch the hands, actually. I could put this tattoo on that arm and put the staff over there, and then just leave this as a curled fist. That might look good. Let's see if we can do that. What would that do? Oh, that looks way better, I think. All right, well, let's do that. Let's do that. I kind of like that line, though. Let's have some fun here. Tell no one and no one will know. It's the best line from the Avengers. When, I could do it. Nobody would know. Nobody would know. Hawkeye's great. I'm out of arrows. What? How did you run out of arrows? I had like 12 of them. That was a Saturday Night Live bit. Wow, why am I just all over the place with bits today? Maybe that would have made the the Justice League movie better if, like, Commissioner Gordon was just hanging out with him all the time. It's like, well, you're a fish monster and you're some kind of Greek goddess. I've got a gun. That can be helpful, right? Kind of. There's one of the, I think it actually, it's not, I guess it's not a comic, so I don't know if they had a comic for it, but Year One Batman is actually, I think, about Commissioner Gordon. Yeah. But it follows Gordon mostly, doesn't it? It's more of how he's interacting with Batman. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I think with Year One they deal a lot more with him. I think he kind of knows who Batman is, though. Isn't that the trick? Is that yeah? I think that might be Year One. Yeah. Because I think that deals with that a little bit, and I really like it. I really like it because of it. Okay, that's looking good. Yep, and now I have to redraw this tattoo, which I think is fine. We'll just do that. So it's supposed to be a tattoo of a broken leaf. That's pretty good. Sounds pretty clear. No static. Yeah, I'm betting your headset has a small break or something in one of the cords. A little bit of interference. That's not reading quite right. I really like what I did with that. Maybe I'll just copy it. I'll just copy it over. Oh, yeah. Is it time? It's time. I'm going to use something I've never used on stream before. Oops. Don't do it. Clone stamp. Clone stamp. All right. That was it. That was the whole shebang. Let's move this over. Oops. Move this over here. Put it somewhere, and I can use it as a template. Do I want to put it on the bottom? If you were going to put a tattoo of your, I'm going to say deity icon, because why not, on your arm, would you put it on the bottom or the top? Yeah. Yeah. Do forearm tattoos go on in the inside of the arm or the outside of the arm? Inside? Gotcha. Yeah, I think. Did I? What's going on here? Why is this being weird? Why can't I erase? Okay, that was strange. I couldn't erase it. Okay, so we'll just re-etch this in. Probably make this a little more broken-y. Try to get some. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not hard to find reference for campaigns or for creatures. I think they had battle maps. I know Gygax's development had mind maps. I don't know if Greyhawk did. I think Greyhawk might have been Theater of the Mind. Well, I think that might be. That's actually an interesting question. I wonder if they added Dungeons and Dragons to it because they wanted to actually show the dungeons. I know a lot of it was just on paper. Like, I don't know if their grid system was as important. But uh-oh. It's happening again, Ace. That's what I think. It's your Discord settings. I think that kind of proves it that it's your Discord settings. Because I'm guessing what happens is there is a small noise somewhere in your house, and Discord's like, "What's that? Is that a thing? I need to turn the mic on. I can hear it." So you just need to adjust your Discord threshold. Welcome, Bry. I like the little emotes. Little emotes every day. It's a good addition. I look forward to those. Thank you very much for your support. I've made this staff far too large. Far too large. I want it to be like that. It's good. We're just gonna do this real quick. Put this back here. And okay. Let's do that. I think that's looking way better. We're just gonna turn that off for the moment. It's good. It's only bad when you talk, Ace. Yeah. I bet you're like your AC or something is, or your computer fans are just making Discord pick it up. Yeah, your tablets were picking up something weird. It wasn't quite the same, but it was picking something up. So I do think it's your Discord settings. Okay, I like this. I like where we're going with this. Gonna get this knee figured out. I almost want to put like stuff on the legs. kind of cool. I like that. This a little more. I need to. Oh wow, my posture is terrible right now. Can I lower my chair? Is that a thing I can do? I need it one of these days. I need to do like a like a chair. Help me buy a chair, and I'll donate 5 chairs to children in need, or something like that. I don't know. I freaking hate my chair. Ooh, okay. That sounds pretty clean. You turned off the what? Ah. There you go. Yeah, I might do it. It does sound a lot better. Are the arms people robots, or are they just a bunch of people without arms? Sorry, I still have this. Well, I mean, the whole premise of the game is that all of their arms are like giant springs. So are they people, or are they robots? That guy's arms are chains. You say hair? Oh, yep. But she still doesn't have arms. Like, that's the... No. Well, maybe I'm looking at the wrong person. They just all have... Because they have, like, normal-ass human legs and faces. And then just weird, springy arms. I think they're robots. They could be. That lady's arms are snakes. That's not. Now she's riding a robot, and it has joysticks for the robot spring arms. That doesn't seem fair. Oh, I see it. Okay, with like the white hair. She's got the white hair. Gotcha. And that's a blob. That's a blob with DNA for arms. Man, I don't know what's going on in this game at all. I'm so confused. That lady's just driving her mech. That's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of goes back to like, can people not in a wheelchair participate in wheelchair Olympic Games stuff? Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have no opinion on this. I'm just curious now, because that's what it feels like. Like, if the game is you have to have spring arms, the lady with the hair springs seems like she's cheating to me. Was it? Yeah, I mean, that seems weird to me, especially like I could see if you just wanted to play like I don't know what it's called. I say wheelchair basketball, but I don't know if that's right. So please correct me if there's an actual term for that I don't know, because that looks super difficult to do. I've seen some pretty crazy basketball games that way, but like I don't know if you just. I don't think it would be cool for someone to just be like, "Hey, I brought my own chair. Is that fine?" It's like, no, get out of here. Maybe it is. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, weird game, ARMS. Still can't tell if they're people or robots. It's a game for the, I think it's for the Switch, right? Oh, it's just the way people are. People just have spring arms. Well, there you go. That's the question, I guess. I think everyone in Platoon just is squids. Like, yeah, what was the? It's like Waterworld, but. Mm-hmm. One of my friends and I were talking about that, where, like, they are. It's very much post-apocalyptic to that the human race did exist at one point in time, and now it's evolved squid people. But they have all these, like, pop culture references that are the same, and it's like, that's not how that works. It seems like exactly what I just said, but different. So because of that, they shouldn't have any of the, like, any of the human narrative that they do. No, they don't have to explain anything. It's just confusing. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere good. This is great. This is awesome. Oops, 2 layers. 2 layers selected. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. What time is it here? 11:30? Man, I really want to finish this today, but I also want to play Final Fantasy, you know? Work. See what? Ugh, look at, I did that so choppy. That was so choppy. Got the choppies right now. I just want the smooths. Just want those smooth Joffy pulls. You know why I did that? Because it's at a weird angle and it's in a strange spot. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna redo it. We're gonna go like this. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you know, just drawing the heel on a shoe. I did a big project at the university for a long time where I was animating dinosaurs. I was building the rigs. No, they were not for laser fights. They were for much more boring things. I wish they were for laser fights. But yeah, it ended up me saying, what was it? It's like, I gotta go home and bone a dinosaur today. Because I had to put all the bones and rigs in there. And that's kind of what I was good at, so I did that for a lot of different projects. And people just like stared at me like, "You're gonna what?" I'm like, "God damn it! I mean that's the technical term for what I'm doing." But I'm gonna go home and bone a dinosaur. Yep. So that's that. That was my life for a long time. I was just stuck doing dumb stuff, boning dinosaurs. Yeah. I could have. I have to go build a digital armature and place that rig structure inside of a dinosaur. It's easier just to say dumb shit and walk away from people. Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought that of you. Yeah. Was he referencing something normal, or was he just being real weird? I gotta know. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Oh boy. I think we're almost done with these lines. I think we're almost done with the line work here. I'm really excited. Need a few more scars in here. I think this line is a little off. I'm gonna change that because that's the. I'm gonna put that down a little bit. Ah. Yeah, I had that. I figured something out. That's good. Let's do that. Like that. We'll do that. That's the chest. That's the thing. That's the muscles. Put some scars in here. Get this shaded in. I think I want to do that. That bump looks a little weird. I think it needs to come up and down. There we go. That's better. That knuckle's a little strange too. I think this finger needs to come out this way. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Oof, that wrist is so thick. Maybe this hand needs to be up a little higher. What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, okay, the thumb is too far down. Do something like that. See how that does. Is that better? Oh, we were so close. We were so close. It's like really weirdly holding that staff wrong too. Staff needs to be like this long. We got a lot of people talking all over the Discord today, which is great. Snake waver looks good. Welcome. Had a bunch of people joining the Discord today, which is great. It's good. It's good to do. Oh boy. We gotta fix this wrist. We gotta fix it. It's not one thing, it's another, right? It's kind of the story of my life. So I'm just gonna do that. I think the wrist would come in here. And the thumb would come down like this. Now he's kind of like cradling the staff. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. We'll put the fingers up like this and give them little claws. Make that really dark. I don't know if I want it to be that dark. The thumb should be up and then down. So we are actually just going to put the thumb. Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to go like that. Yeah. Yeah. Elves and wizards, trolls and Trents. We got inner Discord discussion. I like it. It doesn't have to be modern though. It could be like, Arthurian legends, but without magic. So like, just knights and people with swords. Could be like a pirate campaign. Could be really low fantasy because you're just on boats with, you're just on boats with muskets, and whether or not you have muskets or not is your option. But oops, that's the palm does not exist there. Yeah. Dark fantasy, is that what you said? It's just real bad. Yeah. But you can also have high and low dark fantasy. Like that's also fine because that's more. I mean, it's all theming, so it's all a grayscale anyways that you can kind of fiddle with, like having guns in Pathfinder, right? So that's modern weaponry in a high fantasy setting. Totally fine. It's just up to you how you want to run it. Okay, why not? Let's make an argument about it. We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to talk about Lord of the Rings, especially when it comes to like. I think this is not a great place to start a conversation. I would I think that's a valid point. You could definitely look at it that way. But I think what you're talking about is a soft or hard magic system, which I don't know if is. I would not bind that to a fantasy level. I mean, it's all subjective anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But, right. Because, like, Harry Potter, high fantasy, giant world of wizards, but it's a hard magic system. Yeah, I mean, you're just basically defining a label for something, and it's where it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But it's good. The only reason you need to know kind of a difference between those two is specifically so people can say, what kind of game are you running? High or low fantasy? Lots of magic, no magic. That's the easiest way to describe it. And then you can get into the semantics of all those other things. So with Lord of the Rings, I would consider it high fantasy because there is lots of magic. There are lots of creatures and magical things. Game of Thrones is low fantasy, but it is in a world that was at one point in time a high fantasy world. So that's why it's all subjective and kind of wishy-washy. So really what they're asking is, what level of magic do you want to use in your game? Should there be lots of magic, or is magic kind of a rare thing? Yeah. That's just bad DM practices. DM being a dick. Yeah. So yeah, but that's yeah, and that's why, like, Game of Thrones specifically is a really good example of this discussion, because the story itself takes place. The books are a little wishy washy, but the story basically shows low fantasy things happening, and then the fantasy elements of it are kind of in discussion with the characters. So that's why it's a high fantasy world, because dragons exist, the elves exist, magic does exist. Like the all of the maesters are supposed to learn magic, and like it's this weird, crazy world where all these things happen, but we don't see it in the story. So if we were doing a Game of Thrones campaign, I would basically say we're doing a low fantasy campaign. You're supposed to pick a guy that uses a sword, or like a wildling that uses an axe, right? Those are your two options. Or an archer. And then all of a sudden someone's like, I want to be a warg. And it's like, okay, well, that makes it a high fantasy campaign again. If we're adding that in. But if it's something that's very, very rare, you can do that. Like, you have the one warg, and no one in the world believes that they exist. It's like, that's bull crap. You can't control animals. That makes it low fantasy, because your environment is just, it's how you're interacting. That's the kind of questions you should be asking. So that sounds like low fantasy then. I mean, because you could. So Lord of the Rings, high fantasy. I'm going to say that right again. I think it's a high fantasy game. But if you decided to play hobbits, like you were just playing a Hobbit campaign that never left the Shire, low fantasy game, right? Like, it's the defining tone is just how much your story is going to interact in that environment. I think you're missing the. I think you're missing the point. Missing the. Okay. I need to change this. Necklace is a little off, and then I think we're about done. I need to edit the feet a little bit. I need to change I like these little necklaces. Need to change the direction of that. That looks good. Tighten that up. Get a little more line action here. I don't know why the scar is going off the page, but whatever. I do kind of like that though. Let's do some little tick marks here and here. Clean that. Nope, I don't like that now. There. Yeah. Okay. Probably gonna go a little bit dark here. This is a little more texture than shading. Okay, do I want to do the low? I kind of like that look we had of like the kind of crushed leather boots. So I might just put some little folds in here. There's a snake in my boots. There's a snake in my boots. There's a snake in my boots. No, you're good. Somebody poisoned the water hole. That's not good. Someone poisons the water hole. Like, that whole town is dead. Well, bye. That's true. That's one of my favorite puzzles. That's not true. One of the favorite puzzles, like, everybody in the town's getting sick. Oh, there's a dead goblin in the well. It's like, oh, you saved the town. It's like, who put a dead goblin in the well? Maybe he just fell in there. Mm-hmm. Usually you want to try to figure out why there were goblins in a town, especially in the well, and why nobody saw it happen. So, well, yep, that was the whole conversation. Wait, we said inside ankle higher? Inside ankle higher. Okay, I'm going to put a wrap on this boot because I think it looks good. And then I'll put There's a snake in my well. Ooh, I don't know. Not that I can think of. But I don't see why a giant amphibious creature couldn't just exist that was poisonous. Wah. Like, oh no. Wah. Nah. I keep hearing a loud bellowing tone every time I get water. Wah. We should do something about that. Leave it for the other guy. Oh, I still feel bad. Jump Rope tried to do a campaign one time that was supposed to be. It felt kind of psychedelic. Like everybody in this town was just acting real weird. And it freaked us out so much that we completely lost the plot and just started like, we abandoned it. We just abandoned the quest. We're like, nope, we're out of here. And I still feel bad because I want to know what was going on in that town. But we just never finished it. And I feel like that might have been part of it. Was that someone had done something to the whole town? I was like, oh man, what's going on here? Are they all just tripping balls? Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, we do this, we do this. Get some of that. Something. Okay, I think that is about it. I think we did it. I think we done did it. I'm gonna liquefy that foot. Wham, wham, wham. Nope, this is it. I mean, I can look at it, but I think I'm gonna have it be this way because his right arm needs to be the tattoo. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I think this foot is still a little crooked, which we can shift that. That's better. I think, oh, I know what I did. I have this curved up, but really it would not be that dramatic. It would actually follow this curve of the foot and do that because of how we're looking at it. That's okay, actually. I like that. Let's do that. Let's add some shading here. Hello, other foot. That needs to be a little rounder. I can get cut there. Like that. Yeah. Woo. Delete. That wrap shouldn't do that because it should follow the length of the foot, the curve of the foot, like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Don't know if it's where we want to go, but, you know. Yeah. That's always the question. Okie dokie. I think that is about it. I think we did it. I think we are done with the line art, which means we're only 3 weeks behind now. Yeah, I think that's pretty close to what we want. I'm going to clean up the staff, and then I think I'm going to... Oh, right at 12. Nice. I think I'm probably going to call it right there. I think so, yeah. I think that was a good effort to actually sit down and clean that stuff up. So, his jaw is a little funky. Let's fix that real quick. Whoops, that's not the right layer. We're gonna do this. Nice. Nope, I've done something strange. Wink, 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 wink. Let's get zoomed in here. This is not bad. There's just a little bit of, like, this cheekbone, I think, just needs to come up a little bit. And that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to change. Nice. Okay. Well, now I gotta color it, so we got a whole nother thing. So I might do that on Twitch a little later, or we could probably play some Final Fantasy a little later. I'm not sure which, but I will probably finish this today. I think I'm gonna get this done today, and then tomorrow will be the Free Draw Friday, which will be awesome. People can come and hang out with us. I'm gonna take this weekend off to kind of recuperate and see what's going on. I gotta work again this weekend. And then next week will be kind of up in the air until I figure that out. So keep looking at the Discord, and I'll let you know how that turns out. I might have to take a few days off next week. We'll find out. So until tomorrow, stay happy, stay healthy, and we will get you next time. Remember to keep your dice on the table, everybody. Also, I need to go to the title screen.